right here. All right, so we're streaming live on YouTube. We're also streaming live on Zoom, and we are doing it big. I mean, at the end of the day, we are doing it pretty big here. So the stream is active. We are live. For those of you who are watching us on YouTube, welcome to the live stream. We've got an excellent connection on YouTube, and you guys want to take a look at that. I'll show you guys what's going on behind the scene, because behind the scene is a little different than what you see in front of the screen. Okay, we've got a lot going on. But again, I'm not going to keep you. We're going to go deep into the world of artificial intelligence, and I'm going to be training some folks today. We're going to go deep into on how to use AI to work smarter and not harder. So let's get into a couple of videos real quick. Here's a quick intro. Let's go. All right, we're back. There's a couple of videos that I tend to enjoy when it comes to the world of AI automation. There's a few people that I look for guidance on a consistent basis that have seemed like they figured it out, and they have some really intense training, and I tend to enjoy the training that I tend to get on a consistent basis. I wanted to share with you something that this gentleman shared online, and I thought it was pretty fascinating how he explained it.
I hired an accountability coach.
And I'm going to share that with you as well, okay? We're going to share that with you as well, okay?
Everything changes when you're
impossible.
I'm going to share that with you right now.
Agents are emerging as the latest battleground in enterprise AI. Agents are emerging as the latest battleground in enterprise AI.
We're gonna bring a level of
all right, so I'm gonna open up another screen here.
I love that you codified it as agents.
The second, which we've just reached now, is reasoners. The third is agents.
And we're not stopping there. And today we're introducing new agents you can...
And the project I've been staying up late every night working on for many moons this year is Agent.
So I think we're going to live in a world where there are going to be hundreds of millions and billions of different AI agents. Eventually, probably more AI agents than there are people in the world.
AI agents are here. The death of the smartphone has arrived. Hundreds of millions of jobs will soon disappear. The world as we know it is about to change forever, and most people have no idea what's about to hit them. But you're different. Because in the next 60 minutes, I'll show you exactly what AI agents really are, how they'll transform everything we know today, and most importantly, how to position yourself to thrive in this new world. This might be the most important video you ever watch. Consider this your survival guide to the greatest technological revolution in human history. Buckle up. The first step in surviving the next 10 years and beyond is understanding where we're going. So let me first paint a picture of the future we're headed towards. Flash forward to 2035. You're taking your dog for a walk along the beach, enjoying a slow Sunday morning. Midway through, you get a notification. It's a text from your partner. However, you don't get your phone out to read it. Instead, it pops up in the corner of your field of view in the sleek sunglasses that you're wearing. The text reads,
"Hey babe, Lucy knocked over a bottle of wine from last night. It's spilt all over the white carpet. Are you able to book in a carpet cleaner to come in next week? Make sure we don't get ripped off like last time."
And being the loving spouse you are, you of course say,
no worries.
getting this organized is no big deal for you, because you've got backup. As you're strolling along the beach with the swishing sound of small waves fading in and out, you say out loud,
Hey, Amanda.
Instantly, a soothing female's voice plays through the speakers built into your sunglasses.
Hey, how can I help?
I need to book in carpet cleaners for next week. I'm home on Thursday afternoon, so that's the best time. I need help getting a bottle's worth of red wine out of white carpet. Give me back some quotes, please. I want to get a good price.
Sure thing. Give me a moment.
You reach into your pocket and grab your dog's favorite tennis ball and putting it into your handy-dandy ball thrower. You sling it far down the beach, sand flicking out behind the pup as it accelerates into the distance. By the time it returns, panting aggressively with a sandy, wet tennis ball gripped in his jaws, Amanda chimes back in.
I've got 2 quotes back. I tried 5 places, but these are from the only ones that are available on Thursday afternoon. The first one is $120 and the other is $140. However, the more expensive one has a 4.5 star rating versus a 3.5 star for the cheaper one. Which would you like to go with?
The cheaper one.
Great. Let me get it booked in for you. I'll let you know if I need any further details.
You're now at the end of the beach, so you decide to head over to your favorite cafe, looking over the water. You tie up your dog outside and step into the warm cafe, making a beeline to the counter. While you wait in line, you see a notification pop up in your glasses.
Booking confirmed. Carpet cleaning Thursday 3 p.m.
And just like that, you've been able to organize carpet cleaning while on your Sunday walk, without lifting a finger. Now, this might sound like science fiction. A personal AI assistant that understands your needs and takes action for you. Well,
ladies and gentlemen,
this exact thing is happening much faster than anyone expected. The core technology...
This is happening at light speed. And the thing about AI is this: you blink and you'll be on to the next amazing tech. But we don't want to get caught up in all the technology and keep jumping from one thing to the next. We want to make sure that we stay focused and work on the things that work for us. Because everything, again, is not for everyone. And a lot of times you can get quite overwhelmed because of the way technology moves. When I first got involved with web design, spent countless hours trying to figure out how to put a simple video inside the screen of a website. As soon as I figured that out, something else happened, and then I had to learn something else. And then before you know it, I just found myself constantly racing to the next thing. And it can be quite frustrating. And the thing about having technology at our fingertips, it's not that you just go out and try to figure it all out. No. You do what's necessary to help you and your specific need accomplish whatever problem that you're trying to solve. And that's it. That's what you focus on. You focus on solving your problem, whatever that might look like. Are you guys with me? AI is here, and it is here to help save us time. I want to give you a parable. And this parable is where there were 2 lumber jacks out in the forest sawing down trees. And one of them made the decision to spend some time sharpening his saw, while the other was out busy chopping down trees. They were competing, obviously. And the one that had sharpened his saw, once he began his process of cutting down trees, he cut down way more trees than the one who chose not to sharpen his saw and continue to chop with the dull tool. The moral of the story is that you have to spend time sharpening your saw so that you could work smarter and not harder. And AI, smart AI workshops, specifically by you being here today, is like your digital saw. You're sharpening it so that you can work smarter and not harder. And that's really what it's all about. Taking time to learn the necessary skills so that you can work smarter and not harder. So, welcome again to Smart AI Workshops. My name is Shantae Earl, and today we're going to just share with you just a few special tools that I utilize specifically that's allowed me to work smarter and not harder. Let's go. All right. So the first tool that we're going to dive into that many of you may be quite aware of is something that is called ChatGPT. But before I get into the ChatGPT, there's other tools out there like Claude 2 and Google LM, and these are all fabulous tools, and there's just more coming to the marketplace as we speak. But the ones that I've been working with have been very specific in helping me run my business. High Level is one of the softwares that I'm using that's absolutely phenomenal, that takes mundane task or entry-level task, and I can put it into the software and literally have certain things done in a matter of minutes. And I'm going to share with you High Level on how I'm utilizing in this presentation. But before we get into all of that, I want to talk to you about something that's very interesting. And many of you may have heard of it. And I want to ask you this simple question. Where are you when it comes to technology? Where do you fall in this technological curve? Where do you fall? I'm going to walk you through what I mean by that shortly. And it's very important that you as a business person figure out where is your position when it comes to technology. And the reason I'm asking you that question is, where do you fall in the technology? Because computers have been around for quite some time. We've had computers, and some of you have, you use your computer. But some of you have taken a while to actually use the computer because you were in the technological curve and saying, hey, I don't really, I like doing things the old school way. And there's nothing wrong with old school. Don't get me wrong. Old school is fine, but the new way of doing things is even better. And that's why we have this technology, so that we don't have to keep doing things the old way. We can take advantage of the new way of doing things and save some time. And as we're saving time, we're able to focus our attention on other things that are more important, like our family. So let's get right into it. Let's take a look at the technology curve and ask yourself, where are you when it comes to technology? Okay. Let's go to my whiteboard. All right. Let's go to the whiteboard. All right. So I'm going to draw something real quick here. Not a good draw, but we're going to attempt to draw here. All right. So let's draw. We're going to draw a mountain. Okay. Here's a mountain. That's not a good mountain. Let's go again. All right. I can do better. I can do better. So can you. All right. So we're going to drive another mountain. How about that? We're going to drive another mountain. All right. We're going up the mountain. We're going around the mountain. And we're going here. Okay. And then we're going to put a few lines here. One here. We'll put another line right here. And then we're going to put another line right over here. Okay. Right over here. All right. So now, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about the technology curve. All right. So now, when you're thinking about the technology curve, ladies and gentlemen, there's a few things that you have to understand. In the beginning, when computers first came out and when we had phones, smartphones, computers, smartphones, someone had to bring those things to the marketplace. And that was the innovators, okay? Innovators. Put an I here for innovate. Now, the innovators, we all need them because they're the ones that are willing to take the risk and invest money because they usually have some type of funding to innovate the new technology. And they're willing to wait years before they bring it to the marketplace and not make a single profit. I mean, just think about some of the innovators that we know of today, such as Elon Musk. We also have Mark Zuckerberg. What about Bill Gates? And many, many more, to name a few. Steve Jobs. These are the ones that we know about because they're the ones that have created products that the masses have found to be useful. And now we also have an innovator who just brought us OpenAI, Sam Altman, and now we have another technology that has been introduced to the world. So the innovators are here in the beginning. And again, they're the beginners. Once those innovators have invented, we have someone that comes to the marketplace called the early adopters. Now, the early adopters, ladies and gentlemen, they're the individuals who don't mind beta testing different products. They're the ones that say, give me the iPhone first. Let me work out the bugs. Let me try that software so I can be one of the first to have it in my, remember when Google introduced smart glasses back in the day? We had some early adopters wearing them. And Meta with the VR headsets, early adopters, they decided to buy them. Apple created their virtual reality headset. So you found people using and experimenting on those particular products. And in the early adopters, we could think of things like cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, there was been, and it still is, early adopters because it still only has a certain percentage of market who's using and taking advantage of cryptocurrency. It's not something that the majority is using. But eventually, ladies and gentlemen, it moves from early adopters to early majority. EM. The early majority, ladies and gentlemen, are those who have decided that the product that has been introduced has had enough of its bugs removed, and now they feel like, hey, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to jump on board and use the product. And an example of the early majority or the early adopters, if you think about Tesla, you have self-driving cars. Autonomous vehicles. And we're starting to see a lot more of these automobiles circulate throughout our country, the United States. Many people are now starting to accept the ideal of having a car that drives without them being present. Now, it's not the majority. It's still a lot of the early adopters are using these self-driving cars. But then we also have ChatGPT. And ChatGPT, OpenAI introduced it. And hundreds of millions of individuals are currently utilizing ChatGPT. Hundreds of millions. As a matter of fact, I think the last I heard was about 110 million people in the first week of its launched actually had an active account. So we're starting to see that the early majority are starting to accept AI, and they're starting to find a use for this thing called artificial intelligence. But it's really a general, and many people are not fully utilizing it to its full potential because they're still learning a lot. And we're pretty early because it's only been introduced, OpenAI introduced chat in 2022. OpenAI. 2022, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you may be saying, okay, Shantae, get on with it. What's next? What are you saying? What exactly are you saying? Well, we're talking about the technology curve. And when you're thinking about the technology curve, it's simple in a sense that where do you fall in this thing called the technology curve? Because once the early majority gets involved, then you have the late majority. Now, the late majority are those that are on the tail end of the technology. And they're involved, but yet they're a little late. They're saying, I'll do it, but I'm going to wait until the last moment. And then finally, there's the laggards, the L. They're the ones that they're like, I refuse to get involved. I don't care how much others are taking it and using it and helping and making money, and I refuse to be the ones to get involved. Now, with that being said, where are you when it comes to technology? Are you an innovator? Are you an early adopter? Are you an early majority? Or do you fall in the late majority? Or are you a laggard? Where do you fall when it comes to the technology curve? It's a very important question because right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at a very important stage in our world where you can become, or if you're smart, or if you are really truly paying attention to what's going on in the world, we are quite early when it comes to this thing called AI, artificial intelligence. Why do I say that? Is because there are certain things that, again, we have just been exposed to, although AI has been around for quite some time, but never to the point of where we have today. Does that make sense? So, as business owners, we have to figure out if we're going to use AI in our business. And most businesses are afraid to change. But now they realize that they must change. It's going to get to a point to where we're going to have to decide that it's going to be a must instead of if you have options. Eventually it's going to come to the point where it's like, you know what? I've got to make some changes. I can't continue to operate the way that I'm operating, because if I do, I might find myself very quickly out of business. You don't want to be in that category where you are forced to change. But eventually we're going to get there. So today I want to just share with you some tools to help you grasp the opportunity that you currently have. And as a business owner, in that parable that I gave you about sharpening the saw, that came from the book 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen R. Covey. And the two lumberjacks compete to see who can cut down the most trees in a day. And one lumberjack, remember, he started immediately, while the other spends time sharpening his saw. The lumberjack who sharpened his saw is able to work longer and cut down more trees than the other. The lesson, the story illustrates the idea that it's better to work smart than hard, and that's taking breaks to maintain your tools can help you make and be more effective. So today, I want to thank you for being part of Smart AI Workshops, because this is that opportunity to help sharpen your digital saw and bring you some information that can help you work smarter and not harder. Here at Smart AI Workshops, our goal is to educate, give you access, and help you implement these artificial intelligent tools into your personal life as well as your business. So let's go. I'm excited. You guys should be too. What I'm going to share with you next is going to absolutely, I think is going to be a complete game changer to your business. Let's get right into it. What I'm going to be sharing right now is we're going to go ahead and open up ChatGPT. All right, so here we are at ChatGPT. Many of you are aware of Chat because you've used it in the past. And that's fine, because again, I told you there are hundreds of millions of people who are accessing it. But how are you using it? What are you doing with Chat that's helping you become smarter? Well, today I'm going to just open up and we're going to dive into these things called AI agents. You may say, well, what is an AI agent? Well, in order to access the AI agent, you have to go into Chat, and there's a few things that you have to do. You want to go in and you want to go into your account, and you want to do a customize GPT. First, let me go into my GPTs, okay? My GPTs are here. These are my personalized GPTs. Now, some of you may be aware of these, but these GPTs are actually my worker bees. Their job is to help me work smarter and not harder. And each one is designed for a specific purpose. Let me share with you what I mean by that. Okay, I hope you guys can see that okay. Okay, let's go ahead and let me share with you what I mean. These are personalized GPTs. Here's one that's called hypnotic copywriting. This GPT is strictly a copywriter that writes very persuasive NIP, neurolinguistic programming. It's trained in it. Very effective when writing copy for your website, doing presentations, sending emails. It's very, very, very persuasive copy. Back in the day when you built a website, copy, and it still is to this day, is probably one of our biggest challenges because you have to know what you're doing. Okay. High ticket sales system. Discover how to make high ticket sales by working with the right client the right way. Here's another one. That's a customized GPT. High ticket sales. So I can put on here, it says, discover how to write high ticket sales. So I can say, create a high ticket offer. Let me click on that. And there it is. It's giving me the blueprint to create a high ticket offer. Identify your niche, define the ideal client profile, craft the offer, build a high value brand, develop a marketing funnel, customize conversion. You get it, right? You get it. Let's go back to my GPTs. My story framework. Now, this is pretty powerful. I love this here. This is a AI agent that's strictly designed to help me formulate stories. And it's absolutely one of the best AI agents that has been built, as far as I'm concerned, because of what it can do. So if you're a story writer, someone who gives a lot of presentations, it's very important that you understand that, there are certain formats and formulas that need to be implemented in order to deliver a powerful message. And in my story framework AI agent, which I built from different knowledge base that I've collected over the decades, is now allowing me to help my clients, my business associates, formulate powerful brand stories. Yeah, you have to see it to believe it. I'll share with you. Progress Note Assistant, which was another one. Inspirational Storyteller, Brand Builder Genie, Life Coach Genie, Interview Question Genie, Mental Mentor. Guide the user through mindfulness exercise and techniques for stress reduction. Yep. That is an AI agent. Excuse me. Pros and Cons Genie. I thought that was very helpful. Storytelling Genie. You see, I like to tell stories. Lesson Plan Genie. Now that's pretty amazing. That builds complete lessons. Oh, it's absolutely a game changer. Marketing Copy Writing Guru. Facebook Ad Generator. Tips for becoming a great speaker. I told you, speaking, I love it. Equity Partner Planner. Real Estate Navigator. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all what I like to call AI agents, and there is no limit to the amount of agents that I could send out, deploy, and have finish assignments that I've assigned them. You see, it's not about having a general knowledge of Chat GPT. It's really being more specific. And now going forward in this current year, 2025, we should be more strategic in the way and the time that we use and work with artificial intelligence. Would you agree with me on that? Let's go right into my story framework, Genie. I want to share with you the power of this as a business owner. My story framework, how to deliver a story your audience will fall in love with you. Okay. All right. My brand, let's go ahead and I'm gonna share with you how I personally use my story framework, Genie. And just to give you an idea of the power of this amazing, amazing technology. I would like to build a brand story. No, I don't even need to put all that in because I've already given it the knowledge, okay? We're going to do a whole thing about being an effective prompt, the actual AI agent. So it already knows what its job is. So I don't have to give it a role. I don't have to tell it what to do because I've already trained it to do certain things. I'm only going to put in this section here my business, okay, and what I would like to do. I'm going to put brand story for my nonprofit. So it's going to come in and it's going to ask me a series of questions, okay? All right? And this is the power of this. It says, great, let's work together to create a compelling brand story for your nonprofit. Okay? We're going to use a framework and to build the narrative and engage the inspired audience. Let's start from the beginning. Who are you now? Tell me about a recent achievement or milestone for your nonprofit that makes you think, I still can't believe that we did this. For example, it could be securing your first major grant funding, launching a successful program or initiative, seeing the direct impact of your work in the community. All right, so let's go ahead and put on there launching a successful program. Okay. And I felt grateful. So tell me more. What is the name of the program? The program is Flip Financial Literacy Independent Program. Okay? It's a financial literacy. So it's asking me a series of personal questions to help engage and formulate the actual story. So I can come in and continue to add as many things that I want. So I'm going to speed this up for us a little bit. So we're going to go here and do that, add that. We're going to paste, go in. And here it is. Here's the opening scene. of your presentation. I still can't believe that something that started as just an idea has now become the Flip Financial Literacy Independent Program, a movement that's changing lives. I remember sitting at my kitchen table late one night, scribbling down ideas on how to help people take control of their finances. It felt like such a big dream at the time, but deep down, I knew it could work. The inspiration came from watching too many hardworking people struggle, not because they didn't earn enough, but because they didn't have access to the right financial tools or knowledge. I thought to myself, what if we could change that? What if we could create something that taught financial independence in a way that simply was simple, empowering, and life-changing? That's where Flip was born. I'll never forget the moment I realized Flip was more than just a program. It was a lifeline. During one of our first workshops, a young woman raised her hand and said, "This is the first time I felt like I could take control of my money instead of controlling me." Her eyes lit up, and in that moment, I knew we were making an impact. Stories like hers fuel everything we do. What makes me most grateful is the way Flip has become a community. It's not just teaching financial literacy, it's about helping people rewrite their stories. And the ripple effect is incredible. When one person gains financial independence, it impacts their family, their community, and even the next generation. So I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like your finances were holding you back from your dreams? Imagine what it would feel like to finally have the tools to take control, to create the life you deserve. That's what Flip is all about, helping people make that vision a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, that's powerful. That's a powerful, powerful, powerful tool. And that's one of my cheap GPTs. And if you want access to it, send me an email and I'll make sure you get access. But you can build these GPTs on your own, okay? And the key is to make sure that when you build it, you have the correct knowledge base. So let's say I want to customize a GPT. I can go in and I can call it a name, customize GPT, introduce yourself to get better and personalized. And then it's going to ask you, what do you do? Okay. What traits should the GPT have? It's going to ask you. Chatty, witty, you can give it instructions on how to communicate and anything else GPT should know about. And then in the advanced section, you can drop down and you can then put in different things and give it ideas and so forth from web search or DALL-E or code or Canvas. You can add certain things into it. And it's just a really amazing tool. Once that takes place, let's go into one that I wrote. Okay, let's go in. We're going to edit it. Once you get into it, you can go in and you can even add knowledge-based documents if you want to. Okay, so it's something that can be built for your specific business, and it's called a GPT. It's a pretty phenomenal AI agent that many people are not aware of. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me there. All right, so I'm back. Haven't really left. Hope you guys are learning something. GPTs, OpenAI. Build your own AI agent. Now, I want to share something else with you that I've discovered recently. And this here is absolutely one of my favorite tools that I've been using. It really is one of my favorite tools. Excuse me again. And this is actually, let's go here now. This tool here is Google AI Studio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably going to change a lot of way of doing business for a lot of individuals. And this Google AI Studio does some pretty amazing things. It literally will assist me in writing code. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You can go to what's called the prop gallery. Got video, Q&A, ask questions about key details in the video, recipes, maths. These are agents as well, marketing, blogs. You can write blogs, all in one area. But one thing that I discovered that I needed assistance with is this. Let's go into, and we're going to use this model to record. Okay? We're going to record a few things. Okay, I'm not going to give it access to my camera right now. But one thing I am going to do is give it access to my screen. And you may say, well, why would you want to do that? Well, because it's going to help me. It's going to help me do some amazing things. You guys want to see it for yourself? Watch this. So we're going to give it access to my screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deal. Now, it has, and it's looking at my OBS screen, and it can hear me in the microphone as well. Hold on for 1 minute. We are in the middle of a presentation already. Please just pause for a second. All right, bear with me for one moment, guys, ladies. Okay, so here we are. I am in the process of FaceTime. All right. I need your help. I need your help in giving me some instructions on this Zoom conference that I am working now, and I want you to help me. How do I turn on my microphone in this? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing now is I'm actually on Google Studios and I'm sharing my screen. And as I'm sharing my screen, it's asking me for which screen to share, okay? And I'll go ahead and share the screen for the Zoom meeting. And I'm going to ask it some specific questions. Or I could share the screen for my OBS studios. If I want to learn how to open OBS. But I'm gonna ask it some questions around Zoom. Okay, so we'll share the Zoom screen. All right, so we're in the Zoom screen. Do you see that? All right, it doesn't like Zoom. It's okay. All right, how do I work this program? Well, if I want to create better prompts, where would I go? Yeah, go ahead and explain the whole program to me. Yes, please. Yeah, how can when I'm doing the stream real time, what does it actually do? Yeah, please. Yeah, yeah, I would. Um, let's take a look at the different models. What if I want to tune the model? What do I need to do? What's in the prompt gallery? What are some of the things for my business I can use the stream real time for? Yeah, I wanted to answer inquiries. Sure. Sure. Why not? Let's do it. The Gemini 2.0. I'll leave it. I'll leave it as Puck. No, that's perfect. Thanks. My goodness. That is absolutely a game changer. Excuse me.
Yes. How can I help you?
Nobody's talking to you.
Okay, I understand. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you kidding me? That's Google AI Studio. So imagine some of the use cases that can be done with that feature. If you're new to say different softwares, it can literally help walk you through those softwares so that you have a better understanding on how to implement them into your business, such as Excel, such as Word. I mean, you have a host of different use cases that you can actually implement. Now that you've seen all that, ladies and gentlemen, time is obviously ticking. I don't want to keep you here all day, but I want to go ahead and open up an amazing software that I've been utilizing. Um, that's that's helping my business, and it's allowing me to work a lot smarter and not harder. Okay, and I want you to have the same opportunity. Okay, I want you to have the same opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and open that up right now. That software is High Level. High Level is probably one of the most premier softwares that's currently on the market that will allow you to automate and utilize a number of AI features. And I would like to introduce it to you to give you an opportunity to join me and my team, or not a team, but I guess you could consider it a team, because Smart AI Workshops is a team that's going to work directly with you to help you understand the importance of sharpening your saw, SAW, Smart AI Workshops. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I want to share with you just a few features on High Level. So we're here now. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Excuse me again. Okay, the first thing that you guys are looking at, you're looking at my launch pad. It's showing me different opportunities values, conversions. It's giving me the stage, showing me the funnels, and it's pretty good at that particular portion. Then also we have conversations that I can track. I can basically track all conversations that have been had, and that's a beautiful thing. Then calendars, as the calendar feature here, there's multiple calendars that I can create, and then these calendars can then be embedded in my website, and that's something that is very important, especially, a lot of us, we have different calendars for different reasons, but here you can create multiple calendars, and also those calendars can then be automated into different areas. You can, along with that, you can set up your calendars, and you can go in and make adjustments to those calendars, and it's a wonderful thing. And then you have your contact list, which is pretty much that's your database. I mean, at the end of the day, you need your contacts. So that's a CRM that you need. Then also you have an opportunity here to create invoices, reoccurring invoices. There's templates for invoices. You can write estimates, all in this one software. So let's say if I want to write an estimate, I go to new, and then it will actually pull up an estimate sheet, and then I can go in and customize this whole entire report right here in this one software. If I want to write a contract, I can go in. There are templates for contracts. I can build new templates. I can write old templates. I have orders, subscriptions we can set up all of our payment portals. We can see all of our transactions. You can even build products right here in this one software. Coupons for your business, if you want to set up some coupon codes, and all of these can be integrated into your your business. So it's a beautiful opportunity to run your business all in one area, which saves so much time and money. So you don't need a whole bunch of different softwares in order to operate your business. Along with that, there's a marketing feature, and Social Planner is probably one of my most valued time savers because I do a lot of social media planning. And in that, we are able to do what's called social planning. And this social planning, let me show you how it would work. Social Planner, I can literally upload 30, 60, 90 days of social media content right here in my Social Planner. If I want to create a new post, I'll click on post. But prior to that, I can set up all of my different social media channels. So I can go in and I can click on each one of these social media channels, and then send those all out at one time. If I want to create a new post, I can click on new post. I can upload a CVS file of all of my social media posts. I can even have a Social Planner templates. So I can go into templates and I can search for certain templates for different businesses, such as example, if I have a consulting business, I can click on consulting and it will bring up all of these templates for my consulting business, lifestyle, so forth. If I have a legal office, I can click on that and it will then pull up all of my legal templates for my law firm, and I can go in and make changes. So if I want to view it, let's go in, take a look at it and see any of these that I like. And if they are in line with my vision, my business, I can then go in and I can press continue, and I can then use these templates in my social media posts. And by doing that, it will prepare these templates, which is what you see here. They're in review, so I haven't moved them out of review. But what I can do is I can go in and I can then click on this. Okay. First, it's asking me to select a few things. So this one's in review, coaching. Let's take a look at this one before we do it. review and schedule, right? So I can go in review. Let's go review. And all of the copy has been put in there. The best part of starting your business is having no boss. Breathing, do work, right? And then you can go in and take a look at it. You can move it around if you want to. If you want it to go first, you want to go second. I mean, it's up to you, right? So then I'm looking at it, right? And it's telling me where all of it's going to go. All right. So now this one post, I can schedule it for today. I can schedule the post for the future. And then it's also asking me where I want to send it. So I can go in and then make a decision. So I can click that. Click that. And then go in and press post. Or I could send it for later, okay? But if I want to post it, I can go ahead and post it now. Or, again, I can schedule it for later on. So if I want to schedule it for later, today's 11th, I can go ahead and send it at noon. Schedule post. So now it's scheduled and it will be sending out, okay? But look, ladies and gentlemen, all of your social media can be handled all in one place. Very easy, simple process, and I believe it will save you. How many hours would this save you if you could just simply click on a template and get multiple posts ready to be shared? I mean, that's seriously a game changer. And then you can also run email campaigns with the same concept. I can go in and say, okay, I want to do campaigns. I have templates. I can add these templates for my campaigns based on my emails. I have countdown timers. So it's really amazing software and high level. Many people have found it. But right now, I can make sure that you get your copy of it, and you can start creating your own post as well. And also, what about your reputation management? So let's say you want to send out a review. So I could send a review. I can go in. I can choose a client and go in. I can send an SMS text message. I can send an email for a review. Send request. And the review is sent. Just that quick. Just that quick. Send requests for reviews. Okay. Can tell you what the reviews look like. Widgets, listings. And then setting it up is quite easy. I mean, I can go right in, find my review link, connect my link, create my SMS text messaging, my email, all in one, right? Really simple, saves time, saves money. QR code for reviews, all can be created right here in one platform. And if I want to build websites, I mean, I still have the opportunity to build complete websites right here. One location. I mean, High Level is a dynamite software, and you can get it for $1,000 for the whole year. So if you're interested in getting a copy of it, make sure that you send me a DM and I'll send you my discount code, and you can access the entire High Level platform. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you, and I hope that was helpful. That is an AI tool that's connected to it. As you can see, when it comes to artificial intelligence, there's a lot that can be created, a lot can be done. I want to thank you for spending the time with me today. Make sure that you continue to join us in our private group, Smart AI Workshops, right on Facebook. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you next time on one of our Smart AI Workshops training. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.